The AFC South, big deal. Indianapolis Colts were in the conversation for Julio Jones. How do we know that? Because although Julio Jones signed yesterday with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a $6 million deal, up to 8 in incentives, how the fuck are the Bucs able to pay everybody all the time?
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense at all, because they got a guy, Mike Greenberger, who's their salary guru, who is
weapon.
He is a fucking weapon. He's playing a shell game with the rules and with the bonuses, and he's not breaking any of the rules. Everybody could do what the Buccaneers are doing. Everybody could do what the Rams are doing. Everybody could do what any of these teams that seem to have a wealthy owner with the cash over cap, with hiding salary and different signing bonuses, could do that. The Buccaneers continue to do that. Julio this morning chatted with local media, and Julio Jones talked about the entire scenario and how he ended up with the Buccaneers. It was a great conversation, and there's going to be some heartbreak from some teams' fan bases. This is not a prediction. It is also a spoiler. Colts fans aren't going to be happy to hear this. Go ahead and run this thing, Emmett McMahon.
Just talk to us. Tell us how you made the decision to come here.
Right. I got to keep a little bit confidential.
I understand. We understand.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Now, for me, you know, I'm at a point in my career right now. It was never a money play, things like that. And I don't know if they, you know, wanted to pay me for my value and different things like that. Other teams wanted to pay me more money and different things like that. But it's like, I'm not here for that. It's more so about, you know, the opportunity, playoffs, postseason, winning a championship, things like that, right? So, Aaron Rodgers did come up in the conversation. Tom Brady came up in the conversation, right? So I had, you know, the Colts, the Saints, so on and so on. I had, you know, numerous of people trying to communicate with me, things like that. But I told Jimmy Sexton, my agent, like, hey, listen, I want to have the best opportunity to, you know, potentially get a ring somewhere. Obviously, I know, you know, you got to work every day, each and every day. You just don't show up, boom, it's a ring, right? Of course. So for me, it was just like, Tom hit me. I was like, okay, cool. Okay, we got something here. So, you know, we're just going back and forth, just communicating. He just, you know, just checking in, things like that, just building that relationship with me. And then it's like, what you thinking? What you thinking? You know I'm trying to, I'm like, I got space down there, you know? But it's just, like I said, I'm not here to step on anyone's toes, things like that. I'm just here to come and just play, fit in wherever I can fit in at, do whatever the team needs me to do.
Okay, so there's clearly what we have to put some dead space at the end of these videos so it doesn't go immediately to the next one. I think we'll put a note down on that on Siri maybe. We should remind ourselves for afterwards. But how about Julio Jones basically opening up about the entire thing? Other teams offered him more money. Who was that? Maybe it was the Colts. Maybe it was the Packers. Maybe it was the Saints. Maybe it was a number of teams that offered him more money. And also maybe he's just making that up. Maybe no team offered him more money and they're using that as a leverage with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you have to continue that negotiation play into your interviews after you sign the deal, because you don't want the team that you just signed with to immediately think, oh, this guy tried to pull one fucking over. Jimmy Sexton, I think he reps every single college football coach. I believe he is kind of the one behind the whole college football coaching trees and who does what. Powerful agent. So him and Julio Jones having a great relationship is good news for Julio. Him ending up at the Buccaneers and saying, like, you guys got enough room for me down there? Hilariously self-aware question. And he said, I'm not here to step on anybody's toes. I'm just doing my thing. And it sounds like he's a worker, when last year we heard he didn't want to go to practice. But everything I heard from that interview he did on WDAE, I believe, down in Tampa Bay, we appreciate them, local media. He's basically talked about what he expects from himself, a leadership role, working hard, accountable for himself. There's no lingering issues, I guess, with any health things. Right. Oh, so we're going to get another Julio Jones rebirth that we thought we were going to get last year in Tennessee, but instead this time it's with Tom fucking Brady.
And we've said it multiple times while Brady's been in Tampa Bay, like, hey, this might be the best offense Brady's ever had. This might be the best offense Brady's ever had. This also might be the best offense Brady has ever had.
Is Scoot still on that team?
I believe so. He's still there.
I am worried about that depth chart for Scoot.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was actually thinking this is good for Scoot. You think Evans, Godwin, Julio, Brait, And then you just sneak a little 4-3 in there.
So
I mean, it feels like there's going to be a lot of room, right?
Gage is who they paid like 3 years, $35 million or something as the.
Oh, he is Scoot.
Yeah, he's the slot guy there.
And then there's Tyler Johnson, Cyril Grayson, who kind of got playing time a little bit over him last year.
Oh yeah, I remember Grayson.
And then
the sprinter.
And then it's Scoot down there.
Cyril, Cyril, right?
Yes.
I remember LSU sprinter in New Orleans go route. Yeah, I remember that.
Score. Also scored against the Jets.
I worry about Scoot.
Well, hopefully fucking Scoot can get cut from Tampa and come race to Indianapolis.
No kidding.
Fucking Scoot. Tell him you don't want to play there.
Does it?
Scoot. Take a stand today, Scotty Miller. Take a stand. They disrespected you when they signed Julio Jones. They disrespected you, Scotty Miller. Fucking tell them you want out.
Colts going to re-sign T.Y. or what the hell is going on?
Does it make you guys feel better that it seems like you guys were talking to Julio at least?
It is awesome. Now, we will have Andrew Brandt on the show today in the third hour, former front office executive for the Green Bay Packers, an agent and everything, basically. He's been in the NFL in all angles and was the one that broke down the cash over cap to us that allowed us to continue to grandstand on the fact that the salary cap's not fucking real, just like we had thought.
Right.
He put a lot more smart words into our mouth to describe why we feel the way we feel, but he did break that all down. He put out a tweet earlier, said there'd be numerous times where agents would reach out to us and say, hey, can we say that we're negotiating with you to use you as leverage? And he said, sure, if you want somebody else to overpay, fucking go do what you got to do. So who knows what's real, what isn't real. True. Andrew Brandt joins us in the third hour. Kamar Usman joins us in the third hour as well. He's fighting in August. He's gonna give us a great conversation. Yeah. Last time we chatted with him, the power went out. It was fucking awesome, though. He was a great convo. D-Butt will join us in the second hour. Can't wait to talk with him about all things happening around the NFL. He said there's more money elsewhere, wanted to win a championship. Asked Tom, do you have room for me? Julio, there's no lingering injuries, allegedly. He's now maybe a third or fourth option for the Buccaneers. What is this going to look like, you think, as somebody that has spoken very high regards of Julio Jones in the past?
Yeah, I mean, just like you guys, I remember him, in his heyday. Obviously, been in the league, it was Julio, and then for a lot of people, everybody else. I had AB up there as well. But, I mean, his talent is unbelievable. He's only 33 years old. Obviously, he's dealt with some injuries. But those teams, Saints, Colts, I forgot the other one you said. Packers, yeah. All those guys, veteran quarterbacks, kind of a teams that are built and ready to compete right now. So him going to Tampa and being a third or fourth option, I mean, that should work perfectly for him, perfectly for Brady. Hopefully he gets on that TB12 method and tries to stay on that field. But, I mean, I'm not going to listen to the same people that told me, Odell was washed when he was out in Cleveland. I still think it's a lot left in the tank for Julio, and he's in a perfect situation now, left-wing offense. You got Evans, you got Godwin, and now you got Tom Brady, obviously, at quarterback.
Cam Brady, too.
Yep.
Hey, Cam.
You got Brady. Yeah, so you basically replace, Gronk and his productivity in the red zone. You replace him with Kyle Rudolph and Julio. And I think, that's a pretty good replacement for that offense.